Welcome to Reaction Destination. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we have one of the staples on the Las Vegas Strip, Bellagio Hotel Casino. I was excited to get into this one. Be sure you watch the complete video because we'll be introducing one fun fact throughout the video. If you know the answer, want to give your best guess, make sure you comment below and I'll reveal the answer later on throughout the video. Thanks again for joining me and let's get into it.
What could be said about the Bellagio that hasn't been said already? This place changed the game for hotels. At one time and for many years, it was considered to be the best hotel on the entire planet. This place has finally been remodeled, and I'm here to see what this new version of the Bellagio is like. This is Coolest Luxury Hotels, the Bellagio, Las Vegas.
Beautiful. Obviously, guys, one of the most iconic hotels on the Strip and one of the most iconic spots right in front of the Bellagio fountains here. It's gorgeous. I love that conservatory. They've got some high-end restaurants there. Obviously, it's one of the more upscale hotels on the Strip. Let me know if you guys, if this is one of your favorite
All right,
stays.
the Bellagio, Las Vegas. I said I would not come back until they remodeled the rooms. The rooms have been remodeled. Therefore, I am back.
Let's see it.
These rooms have been completely overhauled. No facelift here. They have been completely revamped. You know, in the bathroom, they ripped out the tub. No more tub. It's been replaced by a gigantic shower. And then here in the main room, this bed is unbelievable. It is one of the best beds in Vegas. I think it might be as good as the one over at Wynn. Overall, in general, the room is now modernized. It's refined. It's fresh. It's elegant. It's vibrant. In terms of the rooms, the Bellagio is back. Okay, we're gonna jump right into this video. I am off to one of the coolest restaurants in all of Las Vegas. This place has been on my radar forever. I just haven't had a chance to get it on the channel. That ends right now. I'm off to...
He's not lying about the bed because you can see, obviously, he's already spent the night in it. So, looks like he was deep under the covers there. So, let's believe his word on the bed.
One of the best restaurants on site. I'm off to Mayfair Supper Club.
Mayfair Supper Club. Never been here before. I've never stayed in Bellagio before, but I've been through the hotel quite a few times. My wife and I and her family saw the Cirque du Soleil show last year. Phenomenal. If you guys
So I'm a little
seen
disappointed in Mayfair Supper Club. Firstly, it is one of the most beautiful, cool, and unique dining concepts that I've seen in Las Vegas. It was stunning inside. But the only issue is that when you actually get down to eating and drinking, the reason that you're there, the menus were very basic. In fact, they're quite elementary. The cocktail list only had 5 drinks on it, and they were all like your basic standard cocktails. And then the dinner menu was actually quite predictable. It was kind of bland. It was like your standard steakhouse menu. There was like one really unique and cool appetizer on there, which is what I ordered. It was the Wagyu caviar hand roll. I can't recommend that enough. It was delectable and it was beautiful. But that's really about it. I was hoping that the dinner and drinks were going to be as creative and cool as the
You guys know how I feel about his food choices.
surroundings, and they just weren't. I think it's more of like an entertainment type of venue than it is actually dining. But if you are going there for the food, I think you might be a little disappointed. All right, so it's my first official full day here at the Bellagio. The sun is out, the weather is perfect. You know what that means. It's pool time.
It's all right. It's always a perfect day in Vegas. Let's see this pool scene. Classy. Just as you expect. Look at that walkway out there. That's beautiful. Last two times I've been, guys, I haven't been during pool season. I've got to get back out during pool season. Ooh.
So that was the Bellagio pool area, and if I were to describe it, I would describe it as a gorgeous Italian courtyard with two awesome pools in the shape of rectangles. That's pretty much it. There are some other pools out there. There are some small wading pools with fountains, and then there is, I believe, a premium upsell pool called Cypress. But I just hung out at the two standard pools. In fact, I just hung out at one of them.
Looks classy and just pretty chill, guys. I don't think too much craziness going down at the Bellagio.
The first one, when you walk in to the left, that is pretty much the kid and family pool. You know I steered clear of that. I went to the one down to the right. Not only did that pool have a better crowd, and not only could you hear some cool ambient music, it also had the best sun action. So I planted myself in the corner and I chilled for a couple hours. I definitely got some sun. In terms of drinks, I had one of my favorites of all time. Yes, they have Dole Whips here at the Bellagio. I ordered two of them. I ordered one with rum and ordered one with tequila. The standard one is rum, but I actually think the best one is tequila. So that was my afternoon. I just chilled.
You guys like tequila? I like margaritas. Other than that, I can't do tequila, guys.
So down there for a couple hours, I had a fantastic time. Right now, it's night number 2. I'm going to keep the momentum of this trip going. I'm off to what many people consider to be the best steakhouse in Las Vegas. I'm going to go check out John George's Prime.
Ooh, one of the big ones. Right before his dinner, this is a perfect time to get into our trivia question. State it now.
All right, I just finished dinner at Prime Bellagio, and I definitely have thoughts on this place. It's going to have to wait until tomorrow, though, because on the way to dinner, I passed a really cool Ultra Lounge, and I'm going to go check it out right now.
If you guys see my other videos, you know I love a good lounge. Just dark, cool atmospheres. Ooh. Guys, I was just made aware of ginger beer like 2 years ago. Never heard of it, but now I love like Moscow mules. What's another one? Irish mules, stuff like that. That's good stuff. It comes out in like those little 10 cups.
All right, John George's Prime at Bellagio.
Ginger
It actually
beer.
reminded me a lot of SW Steakhouse over at Wynn. In fact, what I should say is that SW reminds me of Prime because Prime was first. I thought it was more elegant, and I enjoyed the atmosphere more at Prime than it did
So
SW.
nice.
But overall, I thought it was the same experience, same type of menu, and same type of meal. It was one of the best steakhouses in Las Vegas, but I will say
Those
the
fountain
John
seats.
George's location over at Aria is better. All right, it's day number 3, night number 3 here at Bellagio. Today I had a very low-key day, very casual. I needed to recharge my batteries because tomorrow I have my biggest and baddest day planned. The best is definitely yet to come. Tonight I'm feeling real low-key. What I want to go do is check out Petrosian Bar. It's right by the lobby. I've walked by this place hundreds of times and I've never gone in. Apparently they have some unbelievable cocktails and some awesome apps.
Pause.
All right, big day today, double coconut day. I
Double
need to
coconut.
replenish my electrolytes, and plus I need my energy for later. Today is going to be the best day ever. Before I get to that, last night, Petrosian Bar. I feel a little silly for walking by Petrosian Bar all of these times and never going in once. It might be my favorite spot at the Bellagio. It is elegant, classy, refined, luxurious, sophisticated, but not arrogant or condescending.
Check out the
I really
word
like
flow,
the vibe
guys.
inside there. Better than the vibe or the drinks.
Big boy
I had their two
vocabulary
signature
right
drinks. Number one was the Bellagio Martini. This thing came out on a huge chunk of ice. They are super limited. There's only a few of them per day, so if you want one, I suggest you get there early. It came out in some awesome stemware, and plus it came with an hors d'oeuvre.
Which one of those adjectives should I use to for the video title? You guys let me know in the comments.
I also had a smoked Manhattan. I always try to order a smoked drink if there is one on the menu. And I also had their signature appetizer. This thing was amazing, the caviar taco. I'm noticing caviar is everywhere at the Bellagio. Just go to these restaurants, go to these bars. You'll see caviar pretty much on every menu. So it is day number 4. It is my final day here at the Bellagio, and I want to make it really special. I rarely do breakfast, but I'm doing it today. I'm headed down to the Garden Conservatory and Sadelle's.
Make sure you guys drop your trivia answers in the comments below. Answers getting ready to be revealed here in about another minute or so.
So
I mentioned in one of my other videos, I'm a big breakfast guy. Anytime I have a chance to get breakfast, day, afternoon, or night, I'm getting it. And that looked phenomenal. Just a nice classic bacon, egg, and cheese hash browns.
fun fact, I much prefer the Garden Conservatory to the Bellagio fountains. The fountains, yes, they are spectacular. They are amazing. I would say it's maybe once in a lifetime, but that's it. It's once in a lifetime. It's a one and done. It really gets old after a couple of minutes. To me, the conservatory never
How do you guys feel about that? Did the fountains get old to you? I don't know.
gets old. They change it 5 times a year, and no exhibit is ever the same. It is peaceful. It is zen-like. It's a bit of tranquility in the midst of the Vegas chaos. The conservatory was on the way to Sadelle's, so I had a chance to walk through it this morning. Sadelle's was nice. It's your quintessential Italian breakfast spot at the Bellagio. It was large. It had a really classy decor. It had a breakfast and a lunch menu. It was a great place to get in and out for a quick bite, especially in the morning. I had a breakfast sandwich and a Bellini. I do not want to spoil my appetite because I have big plans for dinner tonight. So it's my last day here, and I've yet to play the slots. I'm going to go down to the Bellagio
How much do you think that breakfast ran them? About 35, 40 bucks.
High Stakes slot room and check it out. I almost forgot where I was for a second. I'm at the Bellagio. I walked into the high limit slot room, and these slots were expensive. Lots of $100 and $500 a pull slot machines. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to put in $100 and have some fun. So I actually went outside the high limit room, and the entire area around and surrounding the high limit room was pretty much all high limit slots. These would be high limit slots at any other Vegas property except the Bellagio. I've never seen so many $5 or $10 slot machines in one area. I saw a gem machine that kind of caught my eye. There was a diamond jewel machine that caught my eye, but the one that really caught my eye was a double diamond machine. I've had a lot of luck on those, but this was a variant. It was double diamond pinball. Of course, I was intrigued. I put in my $100, and my session went a lot like my last session at the Golden Nugget. It was paying me like 10 and 15 credits at a time, but really not letting me get too far. I was up to 40 credits twice. That's double my stake, and I thought about cashing out, but I said, you know what? I only cash out if I'm at triple my stake. That was a mistake because the machine ended up getting cold, and I didn't win on 30 straight spins. I was starting to have major regret, and then on my next spin, I hit a bonus. It was the pinball.
That's how they get you. Why does that always have to happen?
The pinball game went around and I won 40 credits. That put me at 50 and I promptly cashed out. There was no way I was going to play that cold machine any longer. Typically, I like to cash out with triple my stake, but at this time, a $150 win was good enough for me. All right, it's my last night at the Bellagio, and in preparation for tonight, I just had a crazy 2-hour gym session. By the way, the Bellagio gym is the most beautiful gym out of any of these hotels in Las Vegas.
You guys get powered up for your Las Vegas nights by a gym session? Hey, shout out to Hey, make sure you go check out his channel. Give this video a like on his channel as well, guys.
Is it the biggest? No, the one over at Venetian Palazzo is a monster. Is it the best? I mean, it could be depending on who you talk
Nice
to,
view.
but it is absolutely the most beautiful. So it is my last night here, and we are going to go out with a bang. There are two heavy hitter restaurants here at the Bellagio. You have Picasso, and then you have Le Cirque. Now, I've eaten at both of these places in the past, and I was actually underwhelmed by both of them. However, that was a handful of years ago, and my style and taste have changed a little bit since then. So I'm going to go back and give Le Cirque a second chance. I'm choosing Le Cirque because I remember it having the better atmosphere, and I just looked at the menu, and it looks unbelievable.
Le Cirque. This looks classy. Ooh. What? I don't know about that, guys. Caviar on a drink. What are these drinks, guys? I haven't seen anything I would touch so far. Maybe that.
All right, so I'm officially hardly eating anything today. My dinner at Le Cirque last night, wow, just wow. The place is almost indescribable. One of the best dinners I've ever had in my life, not just in Vegas, not just in America, but globally. The place is the epitome of world class, from the decor to the service to the menu to the experience. It is an extraordinary dinner, absolutely once in a lifetime. My 8-course dinner actually ended up to be 10 courses. Add 4 drinks on top of that. $725 later, I have a lifelong memory.
Oh gosh, we missed something.
Courses, add 4 drinks on top of that. $725 later, I have a lifelong memory and one of the most unforgettable meals I've ever had. I'm going to make a full-blown video on it. This meal definitely deserves it. If you want to know what it's like to dine at one of the most sophisticated, delicious, and best restaurants in America, definitely check out that video. All right, so my time at the Bellagio is ending. You know, really 3 things stand out about the Bellagio. Number 1, its location. Number 2, its dining. And number 3, it's elegant. I haven't really talked about the location. It kind of goes without saying, but I do have to mention it. It's one of the best locations in Vegas. I think the Bellagio and Caesars are dead center strip. They're the 2 best locations. And if you want to be in the midst of all the action,
let me know what you guys think. I consider Bellagio center strip.
In the middle of everything, have easy walkability to the north end of the strip and the south end of the strip. The Bellagio location is where it's at. All right, number 2, the dining. I need to be careful about this because I talk about some of these places having the best dining. I've talked about Wynn possibly having it, the Palazzo Venetian possibly having it, and then Aria having some fantastic dining as well. I'm going to clarify. When it comes to high-end, ultra elite, sophisticated dining, I don't think it gets any better than the Bellagio. You have 2 world-class Michelin caliber restaurants with Picasso and Le Cirque, and then you have some really high-end places as well, like Prime, Spago, Lago, Michael Mina, Yellowtail, and the list goes on and on. If you are a foodie and you want some Michelin caliber meals, some 5 diamond caliber meals, it absolutely gets no better than the Bellagio. All right, lastly, I think the Bellagio is the most elegant hotel in Las Vegas. When I define elegance, I define it as classical luxury. You have other great luxurious properties like Wynn and Encore, but when it comes to that classic sophisticated luxury, I think the Bellagio is back. These remodeled rooms have really redefined the Bellagio experience, and I think the property is in the best shape that I've ever seen it in. From the world-famous fountains to the world-famous lobby to the garden conservatory to the dining to the famous shows here to the art exhibit, the list goes on and on. The grounds are luxurious, the service is world-class. The Bellagio, I think, is definitely the most elegant property in Las Vegas. So it's no secret I've been very critical
Big
of the
remarks on
Bellagio
this
in
one,
the
guys.
past, and I've been thinking over the course of these last 4 nights what I don't like about the property, and I must be honest, that list is extremely short. Really, it's pretty obvious. The Bellagio is a little bland and a little boring. It doesn't have a ton of nightlife. There isn't a ton of energy. And because of that, it's just a little bland and the energy is a little off.
I agree.
That's the Bellagio, though, and you know that going in. That is really my only critique. It just doesn't have the energy that you might find at other luxury hotels like Palazzo, Encore, Wynn, and Venetian. All right, so with all that being said, how do I rate the Bellagio? I'm going to rate the Bellagio at a 5. That's right. It's a tremendous score for me. It's one of the best scores I've ever given a Vegas hotel. The Bellagio is back, and in fact, it could be better than ever. The restaurants are amazing. The remodeled rooms have breathed new life into this property. It's absolutely the most elegant property in Las Vegas, and I still have more of this property to see. I will absolutely be back. I want to check out the Fine Art Museum. I want to go to a show. I want to go back to Picasso, check out more restaurants like Michael Mina, and basically just explore more of what this property has to offer. Who knows? That 5 score could even improve further on down the road, but right now, it's a solid 5, and the Bellagio is back up there with the elite hotels in Las Vegas.
You heard it for yourself. Bellagio is back, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you enjoyed the trivia questions. I can continue that on in the next couple videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.